So it's December of 2023, and Google just came out with its artificial intelligence upgrade called Gemini. And I, to be honest, have been using the Bard AI tool or app to ask questions to as I have various questions. And I have found it to be a very useful tool, perhaps even better than Chat GPT. And perhaps you'll noted that I had done a video giving Chat GPT's answers to a number of Buddhist-related questions, and I noted that there were errors or subtle problems with the responses that it gave. And I kind of wanted to test Bard now being enhanced by Gemini as to whether or not it could sort of clarify some things without such discrepancies. And the thing that I chose to focus on was the difference between Jodo and Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, which is often a point of perhaps confusion or lack of understanding on the part of some Buddhist followers of either of the schools, frankly. So, I said, what is the difference between Jodo and Jodo Shinshu Buddhism? And following is the response that Bard gave, which I thought was really excellent and hit on some of the, so to speak, more subtle points or more key points of difference that are relevant in our focus on the Pure Land tradition. So here's what Bard said. Jodo and Jodo Shinshu are both schools of Pure Land Buddhism, a Mahayana Buddhist tradition emphasizing the importance of faith in Amida Buddha for attaining enlightenment and rebirth in the Pure Land. While sharing core beliefs, they have some significant differences in emphasis and practice. Key differences: faith versus practice. Jodo places greater emphasis on practice, particularly the recitation of the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu. They believe that consistent and sincere recitation of the Nembutsu will lead to rebirth in the Pure Land. Jodo Shinshu emphasizes the importance of Shinjin, or faith, in Amida Buddha's saving power. They believe that true faith, even a single heartfelt recitation of the Nembutsu, is sufficient for attaining salvation. Role of the Nembutsu. Jodo views the Nembutsu as a practice that cultivates merit and faith, leading to rebirth in the Pure Land. Jodo Shinshu sees the Nembutsu as an expression of gratitude for Amida Buddha's vow to save all beings. It's not seen as a means to earn merit, but as a response to Amida's grace. Nature of rebirth. Jodo sees rebirth in the Pure Land as a temporary state where one continues their spiritual development before attaining enlightenment. Jodo Shinshu views rebirth in the Pure Land as the ultimate goal and the place where one naturally attains enlightenment. Other differences. Monasticism. Jodo maintains a monastic tradition, while Jodo Shinshu is primarily lay-oriented. Leadership. Jodo has a decentralized structure, while Jodo Shinshu has a centralized leadership under the Hongwanji Temple. Liturgy. Jodo Shinshu has a more formal liturgy compared to Jodo Shu. And then Bard provided a table summarizing the differences. In terms of emphasis, Jodo emphasizes practice, while Jodo Shinshu emphasizes faith. In terms of the role of the Nembutsu, Jodo emphasizes cultivation of merit and faith, while Jodo Shinshu emphasizes expression of gratitude. Nature of rebirth. Jodo talks of a temporary state for further development. Jodo Shinshu talks about the ultimate goal and place of enlightenment. In terms of monasticism, Jodo is yes, while Jodo Shinshu is primarily lay-oriented. Leadership in Jodo is decentralized, while it is centralized under Hongwanji in Jodo Shinshu. And the liturgy is less formal in Jodo and more formal in Jodo Shinshu. Ultimately, both Jodo and Jodo Shinshu offer paths to salvation through faith in Amida Buddha. The choice between them depends on one's individual preferences and beliefs regarding faith, practice, and the role of the Nembutsu. Well, I thought that was pretty good. I thought Bard did a great job, actually, in pointing out some of the differences between Jodoshu and Jodo Shinshu. Jodoshu, of course, having been propagated by Honen, who was Shinran's teacher, and Jodo Shinshu having been Shinran's ultimate refinement of the Pure Land tradition. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.